A insônia é um distúrbio do sono que pode afetar a sua qualidade de vida e bem-estar. Quando não dormimos o suficiente, nosso corpo e mente não têm a chance de se recarregar energeticamente de forma adequada, o que pode levar a uma série de problemas de saúde. São vários: fadiga, irritabilidade, ansiedade, depressão, obesidade, doenças cardiovasculares e pode até mesmo comprometer o sistema imunológico. O sono é fundamental para a nossa saúde e bem-estar, mas nem sempre conseguimos ter uma boa noite de descanso. É aí que entra o metaverso, um mundo virtual onde podemos fazer coisas que não são possíveis na vida real, como dormir em uma sala especialmente projetada para ajudar no sono. Para quem sofre de insônia, as salas para dormir no metaverso podem ser uma alternativa para melhorar a qualidade do sono. Essas salas são equipadas com tecnologias avançadas que criam um ambiente ideal para relaxar e dormir. É possível escolher desde a temperatura, iluminação e até mesmo os sons e cheiros que ajudam a induzir o sono. E o melhor de tudo é que as salas para dormir no metaverso são altamente personalizáveis. É possível escolher o estilo da decoração, a cama e até mesmo o ambiente externo que se vê pela janela. Pesquisas comprovam que a imersão em um ambiente virtual relaxante e personalizado pode ajudar a diminuir a ansiedade e o estresse, fatores que muitas vezes contribuem para a insônia. The company is not the only reason why people sleep in virtual realities. I use Rashad's bedrooms multiple times a week to overcome my insomnia. It is much easier for me to sleep in metaverse environments, and it has helped me achieve more consistent and regular sleep. Normally, outside of virtual reality, I need to be quite exhausted to be able to fall asleep. But when I'm inside it, I can lie down and fall asleep faster, even when I'm not initially tired. That's why I always come back to the bedrooms in the metaverse. As someone who suffers from insomnia, it makes me feel confident that I am in control of my sleep. This sense of control is a major reason why virtual reality can have a therapeutic effect for people with insomnia, as Dr. Massimiliano de Zambati, a neuroscientist researching sleep at the nonprofit organization SRI International, assures.
So we start building a new mind-body approach to target condition of hyperarousal in insomnia, and it's based on virtual reality and breathing component. The idea underlying this approach is that insomnia is frequently characterized by an hyperactivation across multiple systems, and then in order to decrease this level of activation that is thought to be interfering with the falling asleep and sleep process, you need to shut down the system or decrease this level of activation. Think about whether or not you are worried, you have anxiety and rumination when you start to approach the sleep. This condition of hyperarousal, what we call hyperarousal, is really prevalent when you attempt to sleep in insomnia-specific circumstances. So what we design is an approach in which we can immerse the people in a relaxing, nice virtual reality environment, away from any distraction, away from cognitive intrusion, and tied to some form of peripheral stimulation. In this case, we were modulating the autonomic nervous system using paced breathing technique. So you are immersed in a nice environment that give you distraction and also cognitive relaxation, and simultaneously we work on your physiological component of arousal in the autonomic nervous system. And this technique is supposed to help you falling asleep better, so the process of the arousing process that occur across the falling asleep and maintaining sleep. So that is why we came up with this new approach. We target adolescents with this new approach because adolescence is really a population that is notoriously difficult to reach and to engage, and virtual reality really open new possibility for engaging this population. However, we are really at the early stage and we have just preliminary result about the effectiveness of downregulating the system, and we are now studying how this downregulation and modulation of arousal at the falling asleep affect the way they fall asleep, but also the way that they maintain sleep.
I have noticed the presence of children in bedrooms multiple times. Undoubtedly, the presence of minors in these environments is not a bother. Rest assured that most of the rooms are quiet and respectful. Many times, as I wandered through VR, I found this to be true. Some bedrooms I ended up entering were empty and silent. In others, avatars were nestled against each other, sleeping deeply. Others sought refuge in groups of huddled avatars, awake but quiet. Some whispered, while others simply relaxed. Often, I felt the need to whisper, "Excuse me," and tiptoe around, completely forgetting that as I was just a dog avatar in a room full of avatars, few would hear or care about me. I couldn't sleep in VR environments. I remained extremely alert to my surroundings and found the headset on my face uncomfortable. But as much as I found some bedrooms disturbing, I discovered those that were quiet and peaceful, places to simply sit and be present. In the real world, I struggle to find tranquil spaces to relax, and as an alternative to that, virtual bedrooms offered me space and time to just lay down and gaze at the stars.
A relaxing low-fidelity song played in the distance. Shooting stars cut through the sparkling galaxy above where I was. I defied physics, floating in space, facing upwards. Relaxed, I yawned and stretched, my fist hitting a pillow I had forgotten beside me. Of course, I wasn't actually hovering in space. Physically, I was in a lounge chair in my house. But virtually, I was in one of the bedrooms of VR Chat, a virtual reality, VR, platform with virtual spaces where people with their headsets could relax, and even sleep. I would go out dancing, in VR environments, until 3 in the morning and I would be tired, but I didn't want to leave the VR or leave my friends. My group and I would visit secluded worlds and then hug each other, as we loved these and considered them therapeutic and connection-building experiences. The soundtracks ranged from relaxing beats to nature sounds and silence, while the lighting could vary from neon spheres to complete darkness. For isolated or lonely individuals who wish to feel less alone, the possibility of sleeping in a group can be particularly appealing. I found in the bedrooms a kind of antidote to loneliness throughout my days. I enjoy snuggling up in these spaces with strangers and often use full-body tracking mode in VR, allowing our avatars in virtual reality to move in synchrony like bodies in the real world, mimicking the sensation of being hugged and held. This makes me feel protected and, therefore, helps me sleep better and more easily, besides finding the atmosphere of the bedrooms relaxing. My favorite place to relax alone, while reading a good book, is a grass-covered hill with a campfire. I enjoy listening to the sound of the burning fire.
É importante lembrar que assim como tudo na vida é preciso manter um equilíbrio entre a vida no metaverso e a vida real. Mas para quem procura uma solução para melhorar a qualidade do sono, as salas para dormir no metaverso podem ser uma alternativa extraordinária e eficaz. E então, pessoal, que tal experimentar uma sala para dormir no metaverso? Visite sempre o nosso canal e assista a outros títulos produzidos por nossa equipe. Comente conosco dizendo se você gostou desse vídeo e o que poderíamos fazer para melhorá-lo. Compartilhe com seus amigos e familiares. Sua experiência e sua opinião são fundamentais para que nossas produções sejam aprimoradas. Deixe seu like para fortalecer o nosso canal.